All right, live stream is up. So refresh the page or search for it again. Make sure you get that. Let's go over what we did 2 weeks ago. So we started this project called an RPG game. Okay, an RPG game is like a living world, right? And what we started with was the systems for coding NPCs, who we talk to, okay? What we did, we had this big bubble that exists around the NPC. If the player character overlaps this bubble, this sphere, right, on begin overlap event gets triggered. A whole bunch of code happens after that. Code includes, hey, set view target with blend. Send the player's camera into the NPC's camera. It flies the camera into this dialogue situation, right? Also, we coded create widget. Adds the widget, the menu, to the screen, shows up, and that widget is bound to things on that NPC. We have their text being bound to the name and, of course, to the greeting, the thing they say. We also created this thing called a structure. Remember that? Structure is a variable, a set of variables in combination as one. Right? And we named this structure, we named it S_dialogue. And the reason we did that is because we wanted to communicate several types of information in the course of an NPC speaking. Those types of information were, of course, text, so it shows up on screen what he's saying, and audio, right? So it plays the voiceover, which last week we recorded. You recorded voiceovers for your NPCs. And then the third thing we put in that structure, just for the heck of it, so we could use it later on, was, of course, an animation variable. So that we could trigger a custom animation on the NPC we're talking to per line. All right, that's where we left off. All of those things get edited and set to the NPCs in their details panel, right? What we're going to do this week is make it so that our dialogue can be more expansive and include things like topics, okay? Every NPC is going to have a set of topics that they can uniquely talk about. So I go up to Taurus here, and when I go up to him, what's going to happen is on the left side of my screen, on that widget, I'm going to see a button, and I'm going to see several buttons, maybe, depending on how many topics he has, and it's going to have text on it for each topic he can talk about, right? So go up to Taurus, what's the topic that you want to talk to me about? Okay, his topics are basketball and my grade, which is good. So let's see if you want to talk about my grade, right? My grade. And I could click on that, okay? I'm now going to send text and audio specific to that grade, right? Yeah, oh, login. So you can do whatever you prefer. I'm not sure about that. You guys do a lesson where you try setting your password. Okay. All right, who has the live stream up? So I know it's up. Is it working? Okay, at least one person has it up. All right, if you don't see it, get off of my homepage and just search .wargames live stream, and then you'll see it usually. It'll be like a second or third video. It'll say live now on it in red. Yeah?
If you're actually subscribed to the channel, you'll find the live stream.
Oh, what's that? Say it again.
If you're subscribed to the channel, you're actually find the live stream.
I'm sorry, I'm a little deaf in that ear. Say it a little bit louder.
No.
Oh, what's that? Subscribe to .wargames, you say? Okay. Okay, guys, let's get started. All right, turn the audio down on me. I don't need the echo. You can use headphones if you want. Here, we're going to continue off of this. Okay. All right, you're in the front of Unreal. First thing you're going to do, everybody following along, is click Add New, Blueprints, and choose Structure. We're doing a structure again. Add New, Blueprints, Structure. And name this structure S_topic. And then double click to open it up. That was Add New, Blueprints, Topic. All I'm sorry, add new blueprints structure, and name it S_topic, okay? Double click to open it up. All right, what this structure is going to be used for is it's going to contain the data. It's going to be the variable type for all of the different things an NPC can talk about, okay? This first variable, I want you to name it topic name. You can have spaces. You can have spaces with variables. So name it topic name. What type of variable do you think topic name is going to be? What's that? Text, exactly. So set the variable type to text. Topic name is text. The next thing we want is the variable that holds what the guy has to say, our NPC has to say about that particular topic, right? So if the topic is trolls been sighted nearby, okay, and you click on that, he's going to say, there have been trolls nearby, and we need help. We'll pay 50 gold for every troll head brought to me, whatever, right? So once you click new variable, and for the second variable, you're going to name this dialogue for this topic. Dialogue for this topic, you're naming it. Okay, and you can have spaces. Dialogue for this topic. And for the variable type on the right, we're going to change this variable type to what? What do you think? What do you think we're going to change this variable type to?
Structure.
Ah, we're going to set it to the structure we made last lesson, right? Week before last week. Remember last time we made a special structure called S_dialogue that contains the voice audio, the text, and of course the animation? That's what we're setting this variable type to. So variable type, click on it and look up S_dialogue. S_dialogue. And once you set the variable type to S_dialogue, you'll see it kind of makes sense now, right? We have a dialogue topic that we name, might be named rumors or something, right? And then we have the lines for that NPC where he says what the rumor is. Hey, I heard there's a man in town looking to hire, you know, a wizard, whatever. Okay, so that's that part. Now, what I want to do is I want to increase what we can do with our dialogue by allowing our NPC to say more, as many pages of dialogue as we want him to be able to say, because maybe he's having a conversation with our player and it's for a quest or something, and there's got to be multiple pages of dialogue, multiple paragraphs, and so our player's going to have to click through to read all of that. And it won't fit in just what we write here. So what we're going to do is change this type of variable. We're leaving the variable type as S_dialogue, but the very type of unit into something called an array, which means that there can be a list of the same type. You'll see what I mean. So what I want you to do is in this little, next to variable type, there's this little tic-tac looking thing. It's blue. Okay, it's like a little capsule. Click on that and change it to this grid, square, waffle looking thing called array. So click on the little blue tic-tac next to variable type and change it to the square grid. What's going to happen is your actual dialogue topic is going to disappear. And now you have like this thing with a plus button and a trash can, and this is an array. This is an array, and you'll use these a lot. Click the plus button on the array. If you click the plus button, it adds an item to that array, to that list. An array is a list. And you can click this little triangle to open it up. And you'll see there's our dialogue line. But what's really nice and why we're doing this array system is I can type in some text the first time for the first part of dialogue, and then I can click the plus button again, and I can type in more text. and then click the plus again, and more text, and then more text, as much as I want up to infinity. As long as our NPC has something to say about this topic, we can add as many lines for the topic as we want. As many lines, voiceovers, custom animations for the thing, the topic he's talking about. Okay? All right, if you've added all those lines, hit the trash can on that so that it's zeroed out again. And now what I want you to do is go up to your NPC blueprint. Open up your NPC blueprint. So everybody open up your NPC blueprint. We're going to make a variable for the topics that an NPC can talk about. So in the lower left of your blueprint, click where it says variables, click the plus variable button, and name the new variable dialogue topics. Name the variable dialogue topics. And set the variable type to s_topic. No, not text. Text would be nice, but again, our structures lets us combine more than just text. So the variable type will be set to s_topic. Also, make sure you click the eyeball icon next to the variable name. Click the eyeball icon so that it's open. And then last but not least, what I also want you to do is set this to an array as well. So in the details panel on the right, with the little tic tac, the blue tic tac, change that to the array grid right there. And then finally hit compile, top left. I'll repeat those instructions again because it was a lot, okay? What you just did is on your NPC blueprint, you clicked plus variable in the variable section on the left. You named the new variable dialogue topics. You set the variable type to s_topic. You click the tic tac icon to make it an array, change it to the grid. And you click the eyeball icon to open up the eyeball so it's public. Finally, you hit compile at top left to refresh it. Everybody get that, or did I go too fast?
No, you get that.
We're good?
I was already ahead of you.
All right. All right. Okay. Well, that's the live streams for if you need it. Okay, now that you've done that, go to the front of Unreal. Click on any NPC. In the front of Unreal, you're clicking on an NPC. With the new NPC selected, whatever NPC that was in your world that you clicked on, in the details panel, you're going to see dialogue topics as an option, as a variable. And it's got the plus sign and the little trash can. And now what you could do is add dialogue for this NPC to say. So having clicked on an NPC, in the details panel where it says dialogue topics, I want you to click on the plus button next to dialogue topics. That's going to add another piece of dialogue. Expand it by clicking the little sideways triangle, open it up. And then you'll see topic name. And I want you to type in for this one, type in rumors. That'll be the name of the topic. For topic name, type in rumors. Where it says dialogue for this topic, of course, again, we have an array. We can keep adding to it. Click the plus button for that. Yes. It's a little plus button. So click the plus button now where it says dialogue for this topic and expand that option. And now you have, of course, the dialogue line, the voiceover, the animation, where you could set what the NPC has to say about that given topic. Okay? And for this topic called rumors, we're going to type in the following line. I want you to type in, there is rumor of a treasure buried nearby in this town. There is rumor of a treasure buried nearby in this town. That's the dialogue line. So topic name is rumors, and the dialogue line we've added is there is rumor of a treasure buried nearby in this town. Now maybe that's all our NPC is going to say, but because we added the array ability, we can add more dialogue lines for this guy to say. So let's add a second line. He has more to add to this topic than just this. So click where it says dialogue for this topic under rumors, click the plus button again. So this will be line number 2. And expand that option, expand all these options so you can just read them. And for the dialogue line, the second dialogue line, I want you to write, an old man, this is what you're writing for line number 2, an old man in the tavern says he knows where it is. An old man in the tavern says he knows where it is, and then we'll add comma. You will in a second. Just follow along this time. But who knows where, who knows if he's telling the truth, okay? So it'll say, an old man in the tavern says he knows where it is, but who knows if he's telling the truth. So that's line number 2. Now, again, because we did the array system, we can add even more topics for this guy to talk about. So let's give him another topic that's kind of relevant, that might give our player a clue as to what this quest may end up being. Let's give him another topic about the tavern. So up by where it says dialogue topics, click the plus button again. And we're adding a new topic, not a dialogue line, but a new topic. And this topic's going to be tavern. So you click the plus button, and you name this new topic tavern. So this is topic number 2. All right, what's he going to say if the player clicks on tavern? Well, let's click the plus button where it says dialogue for this topic. Click the plus button and name and open it up, and just put the tavern is in the center of town. You can't miss it. So the tavern is in the center of town. You can't miss it. That's going to be the line. That kind of gives our player a clue. Okay, so he goes up to this NPC. NPC says whatever greeting you wrote for him, and then when the greeting is done playing, it's going to show these 2 topics the player can ask the NPC about. He's going to click on one of them. He clicks on rumors. Then the NPC is going to say, hey, there's rumor there's a treasure buried nearby. And then the next line is going to say, an old man in the tavern says that he knows where it is. And then you're going to go and click on tavern and say, hey, what about tavern? And the guy's going to say, oh, well, it's in the center of town. And then that's it. That's the conversation, okay? So that's how that's going to work. All right. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to let you catch up using the live stream. If you are caught up and you've just added those lines, here's what you're going to do. Add dialogue, topics and lines and all, to 2 more of your NPCs in your world. Do that now, okay? Tomorrow what we'll do is we'll connect this stuff to our widgets so that when we go and engage these people in conversation, we'll see their dialogue, we'll see what they have to say about given topics.